You'll see how to quickly do an oil change, including replacing the oil filter on a Cadillac CTS. All these tools and supplies will be in the description below for easy reference. If this video helps, please like and subscribe to learn some cool hacks and the best ways to save money on repairs by doing it yourself. And feel free and share this video with others so they too can save money instead of going to a dealership. Let's start. Go underneath the front of the car and you'll see the splash shield. This right here. Flip over on your back and remove the clips on the side and the remaining bolts. Some bolts are missing here. Gee, I wonder why. Oh yeah, it's because oil lube and dealerships mishandled this. And then blaming a broken or loose splash shield on weather is an excuse, when in reality, they did not either properly take off or reinstall the splash guard. This is why I do my oil changes so it's done right. Anyway, pull out and down the splash guard. Next, lay some shop towels down and an oil pan or two. This will get messy, so wear safety equipment like goggles and gloves. Grab a breaker bar and a 15mm socket to crack loose the bolt. Then switch to a ratchet wrench with a 15mm socket to remove most of the bolt. Once you see the threads and some oil dripping, stop and remove the ratchet and socket. Now, as you turn the bolt by hand, you'll feel when the bolt is almost out. Then just pull or yank it out, and the oil will shoot out to the right into the oil pan. 3 minutes later, and the engine oil will be in the oil pan. So grab a drink while you wait, or hey, like and subscribe if this video helped you so far. Now make some space. Use a shop towel and go ahead and clean up this area. Put the screw back in. Get your torque wrench and tighten the bolt to 18 foot-pounds or 24 Newton meters. There we go. Now to do the oil filter. Remove the cap. Pick up this. Place the cover to the side. There's the oil level dipstick. And that's where the oil goes into. But first, let's do the oil filter. Place a shop towel around the oil filter housing. Now grab a ratchet wrench with a 24mm socket or 15 by 16 inch socket with an extension adapter of 3 inches or longer. You could also use a breaker bar if you are struggling to remove it. Put that to the side, grab it, and turn it over quickly. Oh, how lovely this is. And this. Dab this with a shop towel. Now pop the old oil filter off. Super easy. See this O-ring here? Remember exactly where this is. Now remove this with your fingernail or a pointed tip. Here's the new oil filter. I'll put all part numbers in the description below with all the tools that you need for this job. So first put some new oil on the new O-ring, lube it up and slip it back on the oil filter housing towards the bottom in its groove spot. Now quickly pop in the new oil filter. Either way is fine, it's reversible. Now to install with the correct torque specifications. Screw it in by hand at first. Just like removing it, grab a 15 by 16 inch socket or 24mm socket with at least a 3 inch long extension and a torque wrench. Torque it to 18 foot-pounds or 24 nanometers. There we go. That is on nice and tight. Now grab the correct oil, which happens to be conveniently labeled on your engine cap. This uses 5W30 engine oil, and I'm not going to bore you with how to pour oil into a funnel, but so you know, it takes about 2 minutes to slowly pour in 6 quarts of oil. Clean up the rim or wherever oil may have spilled, then place the engine cover shield in place, then put the engine cap back on, check your oil level on the dipstick. Now to put the splash shield back in, Just line it up with its holes and tighten with a ratchet and 10mm socket. Go turn the car on and press the white car button and you'll see the oil life remaining percent. Then hold down the checkmark button.
There we go. 100% oil left.
Speaking of button, if this helped you, please press the like button and subscribe to this channel for more helpful tips and tricks. Doing this oil change was very easy. The hardest part is actually gathering all the tools and supplies needed, which is why I put a list together and it's in the description below for easy reference. Finally, don't forget to pour the old oil into the new oil jug and recycle it. Remember to clean up your oil pan and funnel with brake cleaner so the next time you do your oil change, you'll be ready and really ready to save that money because you can do it yourself. Thanks for watching and check out the other helpful videos on this channel. See you later.